Hello YouTube. I haven't done an update in a while, so I decided I'm going to do an update today. So I'm just going to be going over updates for all my plants and stuff that's going to happen in the future. So the Sansevieria plant is pretty much the same, still growing nicely, this nice big leaf here. And to the side of it, you could see something new that's hanging there. This is an air plant, and I found it at Home Depot or Lowe's, I believe, I forget which, but it was there. It was very dry, not too healthy, lots of dead leaves on it, and it was for $5, so not too bad for a nice looking plant. There's a little bit of rot on it. On this leaf there's some rot. You can see the trichome's gone. And it's been through some abuse, but on the bottom you could see that there's some anchoring roots. If this thing will even focus, right? Come on, focus. Oh well, there's some roots to help anchor the plant to a tree in nature. Whoops, sorry, pointing the wrong way. In nature they'd be anchored to trees, and they'd collect all that they need from the air around them. So what I do to care for it is I just throw it in the water down here, have it soak for about 10 minutes, normally in the mornings, hang it back up, and then soak it again at night because it's really dry in this room. So yeah, that's the air plant. I'll go over more about it later. School-wise, I just got a paper yesterday I have to work on. I just did a speech yesterday, so I have a bunch of stuff coming up. So I won't be doing as many videos. You probably won't see a live stream anytime soon. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's over-focused. Stop it. So my Rhopolia is doing fine. Nothing new there, growing a little bit slowly. So I can't wait to get this outside. Yeah, I'll be back home in 2 weeks again for Easter break, so yeah, you'll see geckos then. Until then, you have to deal with the plants. So we have my Thanksgiving cactus. This thing has been producing many leaves. You can see a new leaf here, new leaf on the side. There's another new leaf here. Just a bunch of new leaves. Some of the older leaves up here are rotting a little bit, don't know why. I've not been overwatering or underwatering. So, come on, focus. There we go. My mixed pot of Kalanchoe and Jade plant is doing fine, producing leaves, producing roots. Everything's fine there. Down here, we have a new plant. This one that I've been wanting for a while. It's an aloe vera or an agave. It's in that family, so I have to do a little bit more research into it, see what it could be. I haven't had the time for that because of papers and speeches, so yeah, that's another new plant. So I got 2 new plants over the break. My cacti are doing fine. This one was watered yesterday. I've had this one for about a year now. I don't know if I should get rid of it or not or what, because I enjoy it, but yet it's not natural, it's grafted. And I want to have plants that are natural. And I know if I break off this top and try to reroot it, it'll probably reroot, but it won't survive because there's no chlorophyll up here. And it relies on the chlorophyll down here. But I need to see if it's possible to get this stem to grow some new shoots and produce into a real plant. So I have to do a little bit of research into that too. My little pincushion cactus is growing great. Over here, I might be doing something new this year. So over here, as you see, we have a bunch of tomato seedlings. These came from tomatoes that my parents brought me to eat. I was like, oh, I have an empty pot here from when let me sit up here quick so I could keep this a little bit steadier. for when my pine died, my Norfolk Alpine died, so I was like, oh, why don't I just grow some tomatoes? So planted a few seeds. I didn't expect them all to grow, but they did. So these are typical store-bought tomatoes. And I have a tomato garden every year. I was thinking for this summer, why don't I just show you guys how I grow them? Because I've been growing them for about 9 years now, so I might do things a little bit different. I don't know, really. So, yeah. And this is the first year I'm starting them off as seedlings and actually trying to put them in the garden. I like the store-bought tomatoes, but they don't taste the best. I like the breed of them, or the cultivar of them, but they just don't taste the best. So, growing them from seed, putting them in my garden should be, I don't know why this thing's not focusing right, but putting them in my garden should be interesting, and I'm going to do a few videos on that. So, yeah, expect that. This one I'm going to keep because it's the healthiest, it's the largest. This little group over here, I don't know. There's a few smaller ones in there. When I go back for Easter, I'm going to bring this whole thing back and separate them out. And then bring a few back. So in my spider plant, this thing's been growing like crazy. So, when I left, this leaf was about half the size, and then this leaf was non-existent. Came back, this leaf doubled, this leaf doubled, this leaf was there, and then inside there, you guys can't see that, but there is a new leaf growing in there. So this thing is growing really, really quickly. I'm gonna wait for it to completely fill the pot before I repot it into anything larger. So yeah, that was my little rescued one that I found at Home Depot. They're dragging the big mother plant around, all these babies falling off. Grabbed a few of the healthiest. This one survived, so yeah. I did some trimming on my Rose Coleus plant. So cut off the bigger leaves so all the new growth along the stem can get the light, and the plant does not have to afford energy into the big leaves. So now it's going to stick all of its energy into this, thicken up the stalk, and produce more stalks, making it bushier. More down here. Need to do some more trimming here. Like this leaf, for example, that could go, because this is filled with new growth, and that's just draining energy from the new growth. So yeah, I'm going to try to get out a few more videos while I'm here on some plants. Try to do some more natural history, maybe with the tomatoes. Because what I have planned is to have about an even mix of showing you guys my geckos and roaches and everything, and doing feeding videos, and then history and care of plants. Because without plants you really can't have animals, and they just go along really well. And as a biology major, I study both, so it's like, why can't I just teach you guys what I'm learning? And you hopefully will find it interesting. So if you like that idea, that's great. If not, just watch what you want. But I'll be trying to do a nice mix of both. So yeah, that is all. Remember to like and subscribe. The next video I hope to do is actually on the air plants. As soon as I figure out what species that is, or cultivar. It depends, really. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I'll try to keep you guys updated also on what's going on with my schoolwork, so you know when my videos are coming out. Because I'm pretty bad about posting videos on a schedule. So I'd rather just have a time for a video, say when it is so you guys know. So that is all. Remember to like and subscribe.